Here we go. Welcome to another trophy list update. The last time I left off, I know I said I just want to get this off the bat straight away. I said I was trying to improve my trophy percentage on PSNP, and although I am still trying to make it a little bit better, I've kind of give up on trying to get it a high percentage, because I quickly found myself when I started a new game thinking, oh, do I really want to add this game to my trophy list and then maybe only earn 1 or 2 trophies and be done with it? And I don't want to be that guy that only plays a game because the trophies are a certain way, or I don't want to be not touching a game because of trophies. So I've kind of just thrown that out the window, and I'm not going to care too much. I do want to go back and finish some games though that I actually enjoyed. First up though, we finished last time on Arcade Paradise. Brilliant game. So we're just going to get straight into this. We're not going to mess around. We're going to go up and we're going to see what I've been up to this past 3 months. This video is a little bit late, so I do apologize, but we're here now and we're ready to roll. So, Tricky Towers. This is absolutely a tricky game. A lot of RNG, which, if you know me, you know I'm not the biggest fan of RNG stuff, especially when the game is actually quite difficult as well. So, probably will not get the platinum in this. I just find it to be really tricky, and it's quite irritating. I will be honest. It is really difficult. The rarity is, as you can see, 0.1. I don't know what it is on PSNP, but I'd imagine it's ridiculously low on there as well, because it is bloody difficult. Right, next we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga Collection. That is a mouthful, but this one I know you can cheese. I think you can literally get all of the trophies in like an hour or something if you cheese it. I think you can. There's basically a strategy where you like watch a replay. You can like kind of watch someone else play through the game, and there's a trick where you can just kind of press to watch someone else play the game, fast forward it right to the end, save the game. I don't know if this is exactly how it works. It's been a minute since I did it. Then back out and then load that save, and it will basically pick up where it left off. You can literally just one hit the end boss and be done with it. I, however, did just play through most of them because I just wanted to enjoy it. I think I maybe cheesed like 1 or 2 of the games just because some of the games are so very similar. I was kind of like, do I want to play through the handheld version and the NES version and the other version of all the same game? So I think some of them I was like, I don't want to play through it again. So I did it for that. But the majority of them, if I remember right, I just played through them, and it was pretty fun. But again, if you want to cheese it, it's really easy to do. Most of the trophies are just for beating the different games. So that is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Crime Boss Rockay City. I've been working on this one for an eternity. I'm almost done with it. That was probably in the last video as well. But yeah, getting there slowly. Sniper Elite Resistance, the newest Sniper Elite game. Of course, it's got loads of DLC. Maybe I'll go back and do those, maybe not. If the DLC goes on sale, I might pick them up. I did do the base game of it though. Pretty standard affair, straightforward. If you played the Sniper Elite games, you kind of know what to expect from its trophy list. This one's no different. You do have to play on one of the harder difficulties. I'm not sure if it was the hardest. I did stream my playthrough of that. It was actually a lot of fun and I enjoyed my time with it. But that is that one. And we got Doki Doki Universe. This is a pretty old game. This was a cleanup situation. I think I'd earned a fair few of them in the past. Yeah, you can see I played it in 2014 originally. Got a couple of trophies. Went back, finished it up. There's no platinum for this, so just a bunch of trophies. I think I got it done in a few hours. You can do it even quicker if you just used a guide, because it's kind of a puzzle game. Grow Home was another one. No platinum involved for this one, but it was again one that I played a decent amount in the past. I say a decent amount, I maybe earned like 2 trophies. Yeah, 2015. Went back, did that one. You basically you're playing as this little robot, and you need to grow like a beanstalk type thing, a giant plant, until you get high enough that you go into space and you get in your spaceship and leave. It's actually a really fun game. I'm surprised I didn't play more of it back when I originally played it. Ether 1. This is a very easy one. I think it's like a 3-hour platinum. I played it, as you can see, again, a little bit in 2015, so I went back to finish it off. I think a couple of collectibles, nothing too crazy. And you can easily get it done, and it's a really fun game as well. So definitely recommend playing through that if you enjoy those types of games. Ultratron. This one was actually really difficult. No platinum as well, which I was a little bit annoyed at. But it was a fun kind of strategy game. It's one of those defense type things where you place your weapons and things around the map. And the enemies kind of go on a set path and you need to strategize. It was quite difficult, and I would say 100% is borderline impossible without a second player, or at least a second controller, because the way it works is when you place down your machines and stuff, your guns and sentries, if your character is standing on that gun, it'll slowly upgrade over time. So what you really need to do is, I didn't have a real second player, so I just plugged in a second controller and I would have him stand on one of the guns to gradually keep upgrading it. And that's why I say I don't know if it'd even be possible without a second player, because you wouldn't be getting those upgrades. So yeah, quite difficult even with that strategy. Vampire Survivors, absolutely brilliant game. I'm not sure if I platinumed this one before I did the last video. Maybe I did. I think did I do the last video in March? I think so. Yeah, chances are I'd already platinumed this game, so I'd obviously just gone back and finished some of the DLCs. I think it was maybe with the newest one, the Coop. I think it was this one that I went back to, the Coop DLC. Yeah, I think that was the one I did. Yeah, Vampire Diaries? No, Lee. Vampire Survivors. Very fun game. Top down. The game is absolutely bonkers. It gets wild really quickly, and it is a hell of a lot of fun. Definitely recommend that. It's a really, really fun game. You can see as well, it's got like, what, over 200 trophies altogether. There's a lot of trophies. I'm not going to try and count them because my quick maths ain't so quick. Horizon Zero Dawn. This was something I went back to, I think, for a couple of the DLCs. Yeah, I'd already platinumed the main game, but I would already done that one as well. It might have just been New Game Plus then that I went back to play. Yeah, I went back and did New Game Plus on ultra hard difficulty, which honestly wasn't very difficult at all. It was pretty easy, especially if you've got the right weapons and stuff. Then we've got Horizon again, Zero Dawn, but this time remastered. Really fun. Very much obviously like the first game. I think the trophies are basically exactly the same, but the graphics are obviously just massively improved. And as with the other one, I absolutely loved the game. It seems 24 though, so I definitely didn't do this. This isn't a new one to this yet, so it must have just been New Game Plus again with a remaster as well. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's the two Horizon games. Oh my god, Road Rage. This game is absolutely bloody terrible. I did do a video on this one, and it's crap. It's really crap. I grew up playing the Road Rash games, and I absolutely loved them. And I saw Road Rage and thought, oh my god, it's like Road Rash, but you know, newer with trophies. This is gonna be fantastic. It wasn't fantastic. It was garbage, and I never want to see that game ever again. So now that I'm showing you my update, I probably won't ever have to look at it again, thankfully, because yeah, it's really crap. The trophy list is pretty standard, straightforward. Luckily though, I think it only took me like 8 hours to get the platinum, so thankfully I didn't have to play for a long time with this shit thing, but long enough to realize that I never want to touch it again. Yeah, I feel like it was like maybe 8 hours. It might have been a little bit more, might have been a little less. Most of the trophies all really straightforward. I think the only one that I really had to go out my way for, which was really bloody boring, was because where is it? This one. Nice Man. Hit 1,000 pedestrians. That shit was so boring. I think it was like an hour of just going up. Yeah, probably more. You can see it there. So I hit 50 at like going on 5 o'clock, then at 40, 20 to 6, and then at 6:30. So yeah, probably like 2 hours, I guess. So the game was probably about 8 hours, and about 2 of them was just going up and down the same street, smacking pedestrians with my baseball bat, and it was boring, it was lame, and the video's there if you want to go and watch my torment. Next, Hole.io. This one, I liked the look of this. The game is pretty good, but I think I was thinking of a different game. I think there's another one called, is it called like something County? Something County, I think it's called. Basically, it's very similar. You like swallow objects to get bigger. And I thought this was that county game. But the county game is more interesting because I think it's more of a puzzle thing. You can't just munch anything. There's a bit of a the bit of strategy and puzzle to it, whereas this one's just go around and eat everything. It was enjoyable for maybe like 40 minutes, and then it was just kind of like, whatever. You've got to get all of the upgrades, buy some stuff. It's really simple. It doesn't take that long. You can fortunately as well cheese a little bit these ones. You can see there, like, get all of the upgrades to maximum level for the size, the speed, and the shrink. What you can do is you can just earn enough points to fully upgrade one. So it's kind of like save your skill points, use them all, upgrade it, make a save first before you do that, upload it to the cloud, then download the cloud before you did all the upgrades, and then you can do the second one and the third one, which probably saved me a good amount of time. So yeah, I wouldn't really recommend it. County though, I do want to play that at some point. I have bought it, so I'll play it soon. Monster Hunter Wilds. We know what Monster Hunter is. You're a hunter that hunts monsters, and we're out in the wilds, I guess. It was fun. It was good. Didn't plat it because I think I just needed, for the most part, I think I needed the rest of the crowns. Basically, the way this works is you can get really lucky, and you can get bigger versions of the monsters and smaller versions as well. And most of your time with this one will just come from trying to find the crowns for the large ones and the crowns for the small ones. I found it a little bit tedious, so I kind of gave up. Might go back at some point. Split Fiction, was playing that with a mate. We need to go back at some point. It's what we played of it was really fun. So I'll be looking forward to jumping back into that at some point. Grim Fandango Remastered. It's a really old one, this, originally at least. It's a point-and-click adventure, if you know what those are. It's basically, you click around, your character will walk over to it and interact with it. You find objects, you have to figure out where those objects are supposed to be used, and it's a puzzle game, basically. I went back and I really enjoyed it. I went back, I finished it. I think I only really played a little bit back in the day when it came out. I'm trying to look. They all say 2025, but I know for a fact I'd earned at least one or two. Yeah, there you go, you see. 2016, I played a little bit, so I just went back, finished it. I guess I was supposed to play that, but forgot. Okay, that's there. Resident Evil 6. If you know me, I am the biggest fan ever of the Resident Evil games, the Resident Evil franchise. 6, I'd already done most of it, so I kind of just went back to finish it off. I will be doing a video on RE6, hopefully sooner than later. Everything's already there, all the footage has been captured and things. I don't really need to tell you what Resident Evil is, but in case you don't know what Resident Evil is, it's a game where you shoot zombies, and it's amazing. That's all you need to know. The DLC, though, not very good. Not very good at all. Very, very tedious. Very boring. And I was happy to be done with the DLC, to be honest. RE6 is definitely the worst Resident Evil, in my opinion, of the mainline games at least. But, you know, it's still Resident Evil. It's still fun. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. Went back, got a couple of trophies. The problem with this one is it's basically dead. So it's really, really difficult to find games. So maybe I'll go back and try and get some of these. Maybe if I'm just playing a weekend, when the events are on or something. I don't know. But maybe I'll go back and do it. Trophy list, from what I remember, was quite easy, just time consuming, because you got to reach like rank 50 and 10 with certain characters. And I think a couple of them were quite rough, actually, thinking about it. Some of the miscellaneous stuff you've got to do. Obviously, this one's Garden Warfare is the one that's a multiplayer game, kind of like Battlefield, but Plants vs. Zombies, I guess. I think, is that the right comparison? I don't know, but that's kind of how I looked at it. Maybe go back and do it, maybe not. Resident Evil 2 on PS4 and PS5. I think I went back for... Yeah, I remember I actually made a video for this on my second channel. I went back and did the DLC. Yeah, so I went and did this one. This was actually a really, really fun trophy to go for. This No Way Out scenario. It sounds really easy because you just got to complete it, but it's quite hard to complete, not gonna lie. But it was a fun time going for it. So I think that's basically what both of those are. I just went back and I did that DLC for both of them. So that was that. Motorstorm RC on the PS3. I went and did the DLC. Bought the DLC and finished those off. You'd see I already played it a little bit in 2012, 2013. Finished off all the gold medals and the fast times. Not very difficult, but also not super easy, especially if you're playing it on Vita like I did originally. A lot harder to control your little RC on a Vita. But yeah, really fun game. Definitely recommend it. It's really good. I'm a pretty big fan of MotorStorm, and I hope one day it'll come back. This one's actually a bit different though. MotorStorm RC. You're not like controlling a full-size vehicle as you might imagine. It's like a little toy car. So it's, I guess, most like, what was that game back in the day? There was a game back in the day where you controlled little RC cars and you'd go through like kitchens and back gardens and stuff. It was really fun. It was like PS1 or PS2 days. I don't remember the name of it. If you know what the name was, let me know down in the comments, because that series was really good. God of War 3 Remastered. I think I need to do mostly just the challenges on that. I'm not very good at God of War. I love the games, but I'm just not very good at them. I'm hoping I can go back and get this one finished off. You can see I did most of it in 22. I did beat the Challenge of Olympus though this year, so you know there's that. But I've got to beat Titan mode and get all the collectibles and you know, the usual. Star Wars The Force Unleashed. This one was a weird one. I actually went back to play this one because I think it was on PlayStation. Is it Extra? Premium? Extra? Whichever tier it is that you can stream like games, it's there to stream on the PS3. So I went back. Like, see, I originally played in 2010, but I went back and did some of the trophies here. Can't remember if I bought the DLC or if the DLC was included with the stream version. Not too sure. I feel like the stream version comes with DLC. I feel like I wouldn't have bought it. Killer Frequency, did a video on this one. Video did not do good at all, which I expected. But I absolutely love the game. It's so much fun. You for the most part, you just stood behind a DJ set. You're a radio host that there's a killer on the loose, and people phone into your radio because the police has kind of gone down. And they phone into you, and you have to like talk them through how to survive. Every single person can die, or you can save every person, much like the Until Dawn game and the Dark Picture Anthology or whatever it's called. Like those games, it's pretty much like that, but you're just stuck in one place. And although that doesn't sound like best, well, you do move around the radio station a little bit. But I know I'm not doing a great job of selling it, but it's really fun. And I don't want to spoil anything if you do play it. It's good. Part 2 Remastered, I went back and did some DLC. I'm missing one, I think. Yeah, I'm missing that one for some reason. Kill the bloke with a pump action shotgun as Bill. Should probably go and do that. And recently, weirdly enough, the chronological DLC, well, it's not really DLC, is it? But the update come out, and that came with a trophy, apparently. Complete the story in chronological order. Yeah, so they kind of like switched around the order of the story to make it make more sense. Maybe you don't play all the way through like the first half as Ellie and then the second half as Abby. Maybe it kind of flip-flops between the two. I'm not entirely sure. And I haven't watched the newest season of the TV series, so I'm kind of out the loop. I might have to try that though. I love The Last of Us. All of The Last of Us games. Every remaster, every remake. So I will have no problem playing through the game again. Forza Horizon 5, I was very determined to get this one, and then I just kind of fell off. There's a lot of bloody trophies though. Like, I think there's over 100 trophies in this game. I think I fell off because there was, if I remember right, there was one trophy in the game that required you to complete like every challenge or something, but they only update each week, and I think you needed to do it 4 weeks in a row or something like that. And I was like, I hate trophies like that where it's like you have to keep going back because it's kind of like time gated. They're so annoying. Just no. And if I remember right, I saw that and it just completely killed my motivation to actually go for it, because it's just like, if I want to play the game, I'll play the game. Like, I don't want to have to be like, okay, play it this week, and then I have to play it next week to do these challenges, and then I have to play it the week after. And if you miss one of the weeks, you got to start the season over again. I was like, no. Not right now, at least, anyway. Maybe in the future. Apparently, the hardest trophy in the game, though, is this one. Win your first game of Eliminator, which is basically like a BR thing with cars. I did try maybe like 6 or 7 matches of it. It's actually a pretty fun mode, but I think the best I got was second place. I think I got second place like 3 or 4 times, but no matter what I did, there always seemed to be one person at the end that, basically the way it works is, obviously you got the shrinking circle, and then the last shrinking circle will actually move somewhere else where it's like a finish line, and there's usually like maybe 4 or 5 races left right at the end. And the first one, obviously, to get to the finish line wins. But for whatever reason, before the circle even kind of fully switched to the next circle, one of the other players in first place was already near the finish line, and I'd barely even set off yet. So I was like, I don't know how I'm supposed to do this. Like, there's obviously a strategy to it, but I was like, whatever. So that was that one. Dead Island 2, I absolutely love this game. I platinumed it quite a while ago when it came out, 2023. So I went back, I did the House DLC, did the Solar DLC, and I did New Game Plus. I think I made videos on all of these on my second channel. Dead Island 2 is just ridiculously fun. It's silly, but it's fun. And the DLC was really fun as well. Quite short, but I enjoyed it. New Game Plus was quite good as well because it introduced some new weapons and a couple of new boss enemies as well, which was great. Vigor, this one I've been working on for about 5 bajillion years, it feels like. It's the year 2020. I got the first one. It was actually, the trophies were actually broken for a long time. They were impossible. They're now fixed. You see, I did the World Traveler. That was one that was broke. Finally got it this year. Save Crack was the same. And then there was, I think I need one more trophy, which is to obtain 20 weapon plans. I need one more, I think. The only way you can really get the weapon plans, though, is like the premium currency, because Vigor's a free-to-play. It's one of those games where I can't remember the terminology for it, but it's one of those games where you go in with items, you grab shit, and you get out with it. Extraction shooter, I guess? I don't know. Obviously, if you die, you lose everything that you had. But there's like a little tower, and every day you'll get a couple of gold coins, and gold coins is the premium currency. So what I do is I basically just go onto the game, grab the gold, and that's it. And that's how you buy the weapon plans. And I need one more. You know what? I actually need to do it today. So you know what? Check this. I'll show you. Vigor. Right, so here I am. I'm in Vigor. What I'll do is I'll run down here. I'll run to this. You can see there, it's generated 7 out of 3 gold coins. I think it gets around 6 a day. Hold square. I pick them up. You see there in the top right, 90 crowns. That's the currency you basically need to buy the blueprints. And I only need one more. But I think the cheapest one I can get is like 140. So it should be done in maybe like a week or so. A week or two, I should be done with it. And it'll be nice to have this one done, because it's been one that's been just kind of sitting there annoying me for such a long time, especially with it being broken for such a long time. And you can see here on medals, obtain 20 weapon plans. I'm on 95%. So yeah, just need the one more. Right, back to the trophy list. So next we've got Stalker, Shadow of Chernobyl. This game was so weird because I loved it and hated it at the same time. I know that probably makes no sense, but the atmosphere was amazing. A lot of the things about it was really cool and interesting, and I love the Metro series, and that's kind of very similar to what this is. But oh my god, was it unbalanced. You would die constantly and lose loads of progress. So you had to just always just constantly be doing the save. You got to pause the game and go in and save it, and then at least when you die, you'll load from there, because the checkpoint system isn't great. But it just got so tedious saving it like every couple of minutes, because you would literally, so often you would walk into a room and shit would just go sideways and you would just instantly die, and it would happen all the time. So definitely love-hate relationship with this game. This was the enhanced version as well. It came in a pack of 3, a trilogy. I think it was like PlayStation Plus or Extra. I did the first one. I was very tempted to do the second and the third, but with how annoying the first one was to platinum, I just ended up kind of giving up on it. Thankfully, the Stalker difficulty one and the Veteran one, you can cheese it. You can just play through on easy, and then right before you finish the game, just switch it to the hardest difficulty, and it'll pop the trophies for the difficulties. But so many missable trophies and so many tedious things, but I did oddly enjoy it. Electro's on there because I think I want to play it at some point, but probably never make a video because I've heard it's very RNG and it takes a long time. Splitgate, I think I need one more trophy on this or 2 more, but I'm never going to get them because I ain't playing like 1,000 matches or whatever. No, winning 1,000, I think. Yeah, look, win 1,047 matches. Hell no, absolutely not. I went and did the win 50 I'm fine. I'll win 50 matches. I ain't winning 1,047 matches. That is ridiculous. I think they made that number because I'm pretty sure the publisher or the developers are called like something 147 or something. I'm pretty sure that number's relevant, but definitely not a good idea for a trophy, that's for sure. Splitgate 2 is out now, which I do want to try at some point. I went back and finished the Resurrection DLC on Battlefront. Battlefront was kind of popping off for a little bit. I tried to go and do Battlefront 1 as well, the DLCs and the base game, but it was just basically dead. No one was playing it and I couldn't find matches. Deliver at all costs. Made a video on this one. Again, didn't do very well, which again, I kind of expected. But it's a lot of fun. It's quite short. I think it took maybe 10 to 12 hours-ish. And I enjoyed my time with it. You're basically a delivery guy, but the twist is you can just smash through like everything. You can smash through buildings, the lot. You get odd gadgets that make destruction even more fun. And the missions themselves, the things that you deliver, are just so stupid. That you deliver a bomb at one point, you deliver like it's ridiculous. Just know it's absolutely insane. The first mission has you delivering fireworks that are firing. A lot of fun. Definitely play it if you maybe check out a trailer, and if you're interested in trailer play, because it is good. Doom Eternal, I'm gonna play that at some point. Mind's Eye, this was bloody such a crap game. Luckily it was another short one that took about 8 to 10 hours, 12 hours, somewhere around that region. Nothing too crazy in here. I think basically nothing was missable because you can just replay the missions, and yeah, just not a good game, to be honest. Just super generic third-person action game, and not even a good one at that. FBC Firebreak, this one we got on Plus or Extra. I did enjoy the few matches I had. I just didn't see it having any legs because it just seemed to get repetitive really quick. You can almost experience the entire game in like 2 hours. I do want to go back though and try and get the trophies and finish off like the hard difficulties, and I think you had to like level up every class, which is probably the one that's going to take the longest. I did hear they did a patch though that made it a little bit faster. Went and finished Vanguard, made a video on that. We all know what Call of Duty is. It was pretty easy from what I remember, one of the easier Call of Duty campaigns to play through on the hard difficulty. Retribution, it was originally a PSP game. You can definitely tell it's a PSP game. It's quite janky, the controls are really iffy, but I like Resistance, and it was fun to play. Alone in the Dark, I was considering this one. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it though, because I had a look at the trophy guide and it was basically missable centrals. So you basically, I mean, you can do your first playthrough, I suppose, blind, but then after that, I think you're probably going to have to do another 2 playthroughs after that, and you're just going to be sat there following a guide, which isn't the most enjoyable thing. So yeah, maybe I'll go and do that. Little Big Workshop. This one was unfortunate. It's one of those games where it's a bit like the 2 Point games. You're building a workshop, you've got to keep it running. Obviously, if you run out of money, it closes down. If you've played these games, you know how they work. This one is fun, but the way you build new stuff is very convoluted and confusing at first, and honestly just not that great. And then other than that, the game itself is super glitchy. It crashes constantly, especially as you get further into the game. For example, there's a trophy to play for, like, have your thing open for like 300 days or something. As soon as you get past like 200 days, the game just crashes all the time. So you have to constantly be saving because you just keep losing progress. If it wasn't for the constant crashes, it would actually be a pretty fun game, but I cannot recommend going for the platinum in this just because of that. It really is quite bad. Elden Ring, I need 1 trophy, I think, on this. Played this with some mates. It's really good. A lot better than I thought it was going to be. I wasn't too interested in this when it originally got announced because I was like, don't really know if that's my cup of tea, but it did end up being really good. At first though, it felt like a 9 out of 10 difficulty, but as you keep playing and you learn it and you realize how the game actually works, because it's a bit like a roguelite. You go in there and you level up and everything, but once you're done with that run, like a new run is a new run, you carry over a couple of points so you can get little buffs here and there, but overall you're going in, you're trying to beat a boss, you go through 3 days, and yeah, like I say at the start, it was really difficult. Once you get everything down and how to actually do stuff, it definitely becomes a lot more manageable. And the trophy I need, I think, is just to, I think, get invaded by the Madness boss. Yeah, the Beast Raid. It's quite, I guess it's just RNG. I did have him show up at least 3 times, but 2 of the times I tried to attack him and he beat the crap out of me because I was on my own. And the 3rd time, I just didn't have enough time to get to him before the circle closed in. So I basically just need him to show up again, beat him up, or pay like a couple of runes, the currency, to get rid of him. And then I'll have the platinum. I've been sitting on this one for weeks. I haven't played it for quite a while. I think the last time I played it was when I beat the 2nd week new like upgraded boss thing. I defeated the 2nd one. I haven't played it since then. Dying Light, I went back to complete some DLC. I did the following DLC and I did the Parkour Fever DLC, the Bozak Horde DLC. I tried it and I got my ass handed to me. Apparently it's just ridiculously difficult if you don't have another player. I don't have another player, so maybe at some point I'll have another player and I'll get 100% in Dying Light. Modern Warfare, I literally just went and did the Special Operations trophy, which took way longer than I expected to. I had actually already done all of these special operations back when the game came out, but the trophy was apparently glitched. I don't remember that, but yeah, it was glitched, so I had to go back and do them all again, and they weren't that difficult, to be fair, and I did end up getting random players to help, so it was good. Walking Dead Michonne, we all know what the Walking Dead Telltale games are. Went through, played that. Finished off Resident Evil 5. Once again, I did the DLC, Lost in Nightmare DLC, and Desperate Escape. Really fun DLCs, made a video on my 2nd channel. Versus DLC, terrible, absolutely terrible. It's just about winning matches and barely anyone plays it. And the random people that you do find are just really good. I think I ended up just boosting it with my other PS5. I think I just ended up doing that and it was crap. Went back and did Battlefield 2042. Only really needed a handful of trophies on this. I think it was mostly just getting tier 1 with vehicles and weapons and stuff, which just basically means use a certain weapon or a certain vehicle or gadget a lot until it fully upgrades itself to tier 1. It took quite a while. I think the worst one was the vehicle one. That one took quite a while. The game is definitely better than it were when I first started playing it when it came out. I'm a big Battlefield fan, and this is by far the biggest disappointment Battlefield-wise ever. It's easily the worst Battlefield game. It's just not very good at all. I am looking forward to the new one, which apparently is getting shown any day now, and then it's going to have a beta, I think. And I think it's even coming out this year, potentially, so I'm really looking forward to it. I shouldn't be looking forward to it, because I've been burnt so badly with 2042, but hopefully they've learned the lesson. And the weird thing is, I played the beta for 2042, and I fucking hated it. I thought it was so shit, but I was like, maybe they'll fix it. The developers are saying this build is like 2-3 months old, maybe they'll fix it. My biggest issue was the controls just felt like shit. You know, like when the latency, when you move left with your analog to aim, and then it moves like half a second later or something. If you played Killzone, you know exactly what I'm on about. Killzone was the same, and I freaking hate that. If I move my analog stick left, just move left straight away. I don't need half a second or a second delay. Just do it when I press it. If I wanted to do it earlier, I would have pressed it earlier. You feel me? It was a big issue for me in this game, so because of just that for the most part, I just couldn't get into it. It seems like it was a little bit better when I played it recently, but still bad. Point is, new one's coming out. If I play the beta and I hate it, I'm not going to buy it like I did this time. I'm just not doing it, but I'm still looking forward to it. Did the same for the PS4 version. Unfortunately, one of the trophies is bugged. If you get this trophy on the PS5, you can't get it on the PS4. If you get it on the PS4, you can't get it on the PS5. Hopefully at some point they'll fix it. I think it was literally the vehicle one, to be fair. Yeah, look. So if you get it on one, you can't really get it on the other right now. So I just need that. Rematch. I played a couple of hours with my mates. I think just one time, 2 times, twice. Yeah, not played it since. I know it's got 2 impossible trophies right now unobtainable, which I'm pretty sure it's reach level 10 and reach level 30. I don't think anyone's got these. It says 0.1, but unless they fixed it very recently, I don't think anybody's got those. I might go back and get the platy once those are fixed. It is really fun though. It's basically a Rocket League, but you know, without the cars. So football, really, to be honest. But it's good. It's fun. It's arcadey. Death Stranding 2, been playing that recently. Obviously, we're getting more towards newer releases now. I played quite a lot of it for the first like 3-4 days, and I just haven't really played it since the 10th. And I did enjoy it. I am enjoying it. I will go back to it, but the reason I stopped playing it is because Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 came out. Sorry, no, 3 and 4 came out. Played the absolute bejesus out of this for the past few days, and it is really, really good. I don't think it's quite as good as Pro Skater 1 and 2, in my opinion, and I probably won't be getting the platinum because I'm just simply not good enough. And if I am good enough, it's one of them where it'll take a while and it'll be incredibly stressful. And if I've learned anything, it's that I powered through the Rebirth platinum and I ended up hating the game by the end. So my decision with Pro Skater 3 or 4 was I love the Tony Hawk's games. I didn't want to power through and just get really frustrated and end up hating the game at the end. So I kind of made the decision to just be like, right, I'm going to get all the ones that I can get that aren't too stressful, and then I'm going to drop it. And then maybe I'll pick it up in the future, work on challenges here and there. If the platinum comes in the future, it comes. If it doesn't, I'm fine with that. I did start playing 1 and 2 though before 3 and 4 came because I was just really looking forward to it. So I jumped back into that, played a little bit more of that. Rogue City, Unfinished Business. This was my latest video, I'm pretty sure. It's just basically more RoboCop Rogue City. There's not really much new in there. I did like the new flashbacks where you get to play as RoboCop before he was RoboCop. So when he was Alex Murphy, it was definitely a nice change of pace. And I did like that. There was a couple of other flashbacks that was pretty cool. Other than the flashbacks though, there were nothing really new. I feel like they could have definitely done a little bit more with this. And unfortunately, it did keep a lot of the issues that the first game had as well. The constant stuttering, the weird like sound glitch as well. If you play for like 4 hours straight, the sound just starts going really weird. I'm not sure why they didn't fix that. A couple of new enemies and things, and maybe like one new weapon. Either way, if you enjoyed the original Rogue City, you'll like Unfinished Business. Took me about 8 hours. Descenders, this is really fun. It's a really fun game. Somehow the platinum difficulty rating on PSNP is 5. I'm sorry, but I don't know who made that decision to say that was a 5 difficulty. Maybe it is for them. They're just really good at this type of game, but definitely not a 5, mate. And the fact that the trophy, even on PSNP is like 1%, that tells me that rating of 5 is definitely not warranted. Because I feel like it'd be a lot higher, especially considering it's not like a 100-hour platinum or anything. But it's hard, definitely difficult, but really, really enjoyable. And when you start getting good at it, it starts feeling even better. But yeah, definitely, if you go for it, you're in for a challenge. I got it done very recently. Yeah, very, very recently, the 21st, so 2 days ago. And I'm currently working on Fallout 4. If you've been watching my streams, you'll know I just started up Far Harbor. I did the base game way back when. You can see I got through all that. The base game trophy list is okay. You do have to do a lot of save manipulation though for the different endings, and I did have a couple of things completely bug out, so I had to play more of the game and restart stuff because it just completely broke the game. So that was really frustrating. A couple of crashes here and there, nothing too crazy. This was the PS5 version. Maybe it was a lot worse when it originally came out. I do want to go back to 76 as well. Give that another chance because I hear it's got way better than it were back in the day. And I did do the DLCs as well. You can see Automatron, Wasteland Workshop, Contraptions, Vault-Tec, and Nuke World. They're all done. Streamed yesterday Far Harbor. And that's all I've got left. And then I'll be 100%. So I will be doing another stream of this. But that's all of them. That is all of my trophies. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know down below what you've been platinuming recently. What games are you looking forward to? For me, probably the most looking forward to is probably Borderlands 4. Hopefully it's better than 3. Even though 3 is the weakest Borderlands game, in my opinion. It's still really bloody good. So absolutely looking forward to 4. There's a lot of games coming out. Yotai or Yotai. Not sure how you pronounce that one. Of course, I mentioned the Battlefield game. Let me know though, what you're looking forward to, what have you been playing recently. I'm now sitting at level, I totally forgot as well, level 698, 32%. I've got 361 platies, 2,000 golds, 5,000 silvers, and 15,000 bronze, bringing my total to 23,000. Lots and lots of trophies. Thank you for watching, legends. Happy gaming, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you very soon.